Please subscribe to our channel for more nature stories, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Close your eyes for a moment and picture a snow-covered forest. Deep in the heart of the mountains, a mother bear begins the most delicate struggle of life with her newborn cubs. You too are invited to witness this very moment. Picture the hush of dawn in Yellowstone National Park. Mist drifts above a river the color of steel, while a cinnamon-brown grizzly ambles through dew-coated meadows. From Alaska's coastal rainforests to the pine-scented Rockies and the Appalachian Highlands, bears remain one of North America's most captivating mammals. They are not just icons of the wilderness, they're vital engineers of their ecosystems, dispersing seeds, shaping plant growth, and keeping prey populations in balance. Bears live by the rhythm of the year. Spring means awakening. Mothers emerge from dens with playful cubs, while young males roam wide territories in search of food and mates. Summer brings abundance. Berries ripen, rivers brim with salmon, and the landscape hums with insects. But it is late spring into early summer, May through July, when something extraordinary unfolds: the mating season. Every living creature is driven to ensure the survival of its kind. For bears, reproduction preserves genetic diversity and strengthens populations that face threats like habitat loss and climate change. From black bears in the Great Smoky Mountains to grizzlies of Montana's Glacier National Park, each successful birth helps maintain the delicate balance of North American ecosystems. Bear romance is less a candlelit dinner and more a careful dance of timing and territory. Males roam vast ranges, following the scent of females ready to mate. Hormones surge as daylight lengthens. Chemical cues in a female's tracks broadcast her readiness. When a male catches that signal, he may trail her for miles. If rivals appear, the encounter becomes a silent standoff of strength and endurance rather than a violent clash. For several days a pair may travel together, feeding, resting, and testing trust. Observers often notice playful chasing or gentle nuzzling, a surprising tenderness in such powerful animals. Eventually, fertilization occurs internally when sperm meets egg, just as in other mammals. But here nature adds a twist: delayed implantation. Unlike many mammals, bears don't immediately begin full pregnancy. After mating, the fertilized egg floats freely for months while the female continues to fatten on summer's bounty. Only if she gains enough weight to survive hibernation will the embryo attach to the uterine wall and begin developing. It's a brilliant adaptation to unpredictable food supplies, ensuring she can nurture cubs through the harsh winter. By late autumn the mountains breathe a quieter rhythm. The rush of rivers soften beneath layers of ice and the wind carrying the scent of pine and snow. In a secluded hollow beneath a fallen spruce, a mother bear noses through a narrow entrance and settles into darkness. She has eaten her fill of berries and salmon, her body heavy with the promise of new life. Outside, winter storms swirl like endless tides, but within the den the air is still, the silence deep asleep. Her heart slows to a patient beat, each breath a slow whisper of survival, and deep inside her a quiet miracle begins to unfold. Weeks pass beneath a world of snowdrifts and frozen stars. The forest groans under the weight of ice while moonlight pools silver across the ridges. Within the den, a faint stirring breaks the hush. Tiny cubs, no larger than a soda can, pink and blind, arrive in the warmth of their mother's fur. They are weightless whispers of life, their cries no louder than the rustle of a dry leaf. She does not wake fully, yet instinct guides her. With a gentle curve of her massive body she shelters them, her milk rich and warm, a lifeline in the blackness. Each heartbeat of the earth outside seems to echo their fragile beginnings. Winter holds its grip while the cubs grow. Snow piles high against the den's entrance, muffling the howl of the wind. The mother dreams in a twilight state, conserving energy as her young double, then triple their size. Their downy fur thickens, tiny claws flex in sleep, and the scent of their mother becomes the first and only world they know. In that secret chamber, time feels suspended, as if the universe itself pauses to honor their quiet becoming. At last the sun lingers longer in the sky and the mountain streams begin to sing again. Water trickles beneath the ice, soft as a lullaby, and the scent of thaw drifts through the entrance. One bright morning the mother lifts her head, ears twitching to distant bird calls. She rises slowly, stretching limbs stiff from months of stillness, and nudges her cubs toward the light. Together they step into the awakening forest, the cubs blinking at a brilliance they have never imagined. The world bursts with smells: wet earth, budding flowers, the sharp musk of elk, and every rustle of branches sets their hearts racing. The days unfold like a grand lesson written by the wild. The cubs tumble through ferns and chase each other across fallen logs, their playful growls echoing against granite cliffs. Their mother watches with patient eyes, teaching through example. She shows them how to claw at rotten stumps for insects, how to nose along riverbanks for the scent of fish, how to lift their heads when the wind carries a stranger's presence. Each skill is a thread in the tapestry of survival, and their games are rehearsals for the dangers that lie beyond the safety of her shadow. Summer paints the landscape in lavish color. Blueberries ripen under a golden sun, and salmon leap in the frothing rivers. The cubs wade clumsily into the current, paws splashing, eyes wide with wonder as their mother demonstrates the sudden swipe that captures a fish mid-leap. They mimic her every move, sometimes succeeding, more often sliding into the chill water with indignant squeaks. Yet each attempt strengthens them, muscles hardening beneath thickening fur, instincts sharpening like the gleam of their growing claws. As the seasons turn, the cubs grow bold. They climb spruce trunks just to feel the sway of the high branches and wrestle in clearings carpeted with wildflowers. When the scent of wolves drifts on the wind, their mother issues a low, resonant huff, a warning that stills them instantly. They learn to read the forest's language: the sudden silence of birds, the subtle shift of breeze, the faint trail of human scent. These lessons will one day mean the difference between life and death. Another autumn arrives, and the cubs, now strong and sure-footed, stand nearly as tall as their mother. The bond between them is fierce, but nature calls them toward independence. She begins to range farther, leaving them to explore alone for longer stretches. They follow her less closely, testing the edges of freedom with hesitant steps. By their second winter, they will part ways, each drawn into the vast wilderness to carve out a life of their own, carrying with them the wisdom she has silently given. Across the American landscape, from the misty coasts of Alaska to the dense forests of the Smoky Mountains, this ancient cycle plays out year after year. Yet it is not guaranteed. Roads cut through migration paths, housing developments press against once remote valleys, and the careless scent of human food can draw bears into deadly conflict. Grizzlies remain protected in the lower 48 states, but their future, like that of black bears in expanding suburbs, depends on choices we make. There is hope in the hands of those who cherish the wild. Visitors who support national parks and wildlife refuges help secure safe havens for these creatures. Campers who store food properly and keep respectful distance prevent dangerous encounters. Volunteers who join citizen science projects, tracking bear movements, noting sightings, sharing data, become quiet guardians of the wilderness. Every careful action, every moment of awareness, strengthens the web of life that keeps bears roaming free across mountain and plain.